Hey Max, it's Jade. Welcome to a Mistlands video today for Valheim. Yes, Valheim has got an update coming. Yes, the Mistlands is still coming. We still don't know when. I'm predicting before Christmas, before the end of the year. I kind of really hope so. I did kind of feel like it would come out in September because that's when the Hearth and Home update came out. But they haven't really announced anything. I did expect info to be given maybe during Gamescom, and there wasn't anything happening there either. So the next best bet, you know, if I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, I would say Halloween. I feel like it would tie in nicely with that kind of vibe and that feel. But you never know, it might be a bit later. We just don't know. And I think like there's a lot of content going into this. We know we're waiting for like the PC launch for Games Pass on PC for Windows for Valheim. Then next year we've got the Xbox launch. So I'm sure there's lots of mechanics going around and stuff. But hopefully we're going to get more teasers because I like this. And devs have been talking a little bit more about the game. They're also streaming on a new platform as well if you want to catch up with some of them while they basically play Valheim and try and needle any info out of them. You can do so, and I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, let's take a look at this today. So this is some mysterious staircase, a spiral staircase, no doubt. Now, I am judging that it is actually part of the scenery and not something that's just been put down. That said, I would like it if it really was something that we could craft and make ourselves. It's very odd. You've got these two sort of, I guess, cranks or wheels, and you would think they might turn something, but they're actually probably just more different style braziers. But this definitely feels like more of the ruins that we've kindly seen a little bit of, like the bridge and stuff in the past. So interesting stuff, absolutely interesting. If we zoomed right in closer, it does look like it's got either snow on it or it's that white marbling effect on these parts here. So yeah, be really cool. A spiral staircase, why not? I'm sure the devs saw lots of people making their own weird staircases. I've definitely seen people do stuff like this before. But it would be great if there was an actual spiral staircase. Pretty bog standard in a lot of games, but why not have it in Valheim too? So that was tweeted by the main account today. Last week as well, they did give a bit of a cryptic clue into stuff that might come in the future, saying that there was a new cooking extension on the works. But they didn't show anything like it in the actual picture here. So what could it be? What else do we need? We've got the oven, we've got obviously the chopping board, we've got our pots and pans, the herb rack. We've got the two various different types there. I can only assume maybe something like a larder, but food doesn't really spoil in Valheim, does it? I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while since I played it. Maybe some sort of meat grinder, but I would feel like it'd have to be something a bit more vegetarian based. But yeah, this is all part of the playtesting that they're doing. They've been talking about it a lot, the devs have been mentioning stuff on Twitter as well. But perhaps the biggest source of information you can find at the moment is via Luma's YouTube channel. Now, Luma was streaming on Twitch intermittently, and just like Robin, aka Greencore before him, streaming on Twitch as well, they sometimes would play Devs versus Valheim. And so they did a recent one just over a week ago, and it's got a bunch of them just having fun and answering questions cryptically. You won't really find too many solid answers about Mistlands, other than they definitely have toyed around with the balancing, with definitely some sort of conversation going on about it being either too hard, and then whether or not they should nerf it a little bit to make it a bit easier. That was the general gist of the portion that I managed to catch. And I still got to catch up with the rest of it. So I'll leave that link down there below. You go find Luma's channel, give him a sub and say hello from Jade in case you'd missed him. These guys, they're not very good at promoting themselves, so don't worry, I got you. And just a few other things to note, that once this actually arrives, we've got the new boss in Mistlands, there will be a new standing stone added to your game. You don't have to panic about recreating a world or anything like that. Next to the standing stones where you put your trophies, there will just be another new one for the Mistlands boss. Also, something that I'd maybe missed in months gone by, but Mistlands will be arriving on PTB, which means we're all going to be able to contribute with feedback about the actual update. Maybe this is in kind of reply to what happened with Hearth and Home, where they did do the update, everyone got to play at the same time, no real testing done by the public, but then that did cause them to do pretty wild nerves maybe a week or two later, changing and mixing up the food. So it looks like they're trying to avoid that this time, and it's a smart move. You've got it available, use it, but it's a good call. Get actual feedback before it's released for everyone. And yeah, I'd missed that, so there we go. You will be able to test out Mistlands, give vital feedback on a test server when it goes live, and then the full update will launch for everyone. So in the best case scenario, it'd be nice if the Mistlands PTB maybe launched over Halloween and then maybe had the full release towards the end of November. But who knows, they could be doing it sooner. But I just imagine if they were going to do it this September, we would have had a trailer, we would have had something going on at Gamescom. As always, when we get substantial information, I will give you guys a loop. I haven't actually been reporting on every tweet and every tiny picture they've been showing, only when I really feel like it's something special or new. But don't worry, if you're out of the loop, I will do a few videos giving you a recap of everything we know about Mistlands, as there is a bunch of stuff that's happened since my last video of that same kind. So, until next time, Ratbags, let me know, are you still excited for Mistlands? Are you kind of moving on to other games? Will this draw you back, the mystery and the suspense of the mist? Do you want the game to be super tough and hard, or do you want it still to be just about the same level as the rest of the game? Until next time, Ratbags, laters!